Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RaceFace Racing League for Tier 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the day again. We're going to be rocking it out there. And I'm hoping you guys are ready for this, because this is going to be one hectic track today, as we are on the Austrian Grand Prix today. So, as we look at it right now, everybody's just chilling out in the lobby, just finalizing a few things, and it's going to be quite an exciting time out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping you guys are ready. Grab your popcorn, grab everything that you need, because we're going to be seeing some real good action, as this is a well-known track that everybody loves to be on. So I'm hoping you guys are ready for this, because the energy is going to be wild today. Wild. So let us actually get into showing you guys some of the standings as we look at it right now. So let's get to it now. Woo! As we can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently having the Alfa Romeo leading the whole entire pack for the season, followed by McLaren in second place, and then third place taken by Ferrari. Some crazy stuff happening up there with these top three teams. And then now we have fourth place right there, Red Bull, and then fifth place taken by Racing Point, sixth place from Williams, Renault taking our seventh place right there, and then we have in eighth place Mercedes, and then finishing it off we'll be seeing Haas on the grid, cranking it out there, trying to get themselves back into shape. But it's quite tight right there for Williams, Renault and Mercedes out there at the back. It's going to be one heck of a time out there. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are ready to rumble today, as we are about to rock and roll. As you can hear in the background right there, the guys are actually readying up to get ready for their quali. So let us have a look at the driver standings right here, as we have Azure leading the pack with 147 points there. Right behind him is Mackie. Quite considerably good gap for Azure. He could relax a little bit, but he shouldn't keep his guard down. But in third place right there we have Mosh, and then Scott in fourth, Jazz in fifth, Corsair in sixth, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the drivers are all listed out there, and it should be one heck of a time, as these guys are ready to rumble, getting themselves ready in the lobby. And I'm just really ecstatic right now. I'm so excited. I really want to see a lot of hectic things happening today. So I hope you guys are ready to rumble today, because this is going to be one heck of a race, as we only have 10 drivers on the quali lap for now. So this load shedding right is definitely killing us, getting a lot of drivers not to race today. But let us just get on to the track and see how things are turning out for these guys out there. Let us whoop. Alright, so I'm hoping you guys are ready to rumble, as we see a few guys getting ready to get into the track, and we see the Alfa Romeo actually just popping out there. I would assume that's Fluffy's already on the track on his warm-up lap right here, ready to shake and bake for us today. A bit of an unsettled car coming out of that corner right there. So let us have a wait and see how this is gonna go down for these guys. Alright, so we are now currently with Fluffy, and he is chilling right there on his shake and bake lap, just getting, you know, the hang of the whole entire track, just feeling it out there, just really going nice and smooth onto the last corner. And then here we go, we're about to start the quali lap for Fluffy, and there we go. Now it has started. Let us see how he does. Coming through the first corner, picking up a lot of speed, going through the first. Oof, nice, good entry right there. He had a lot of speed coming through towards the first corner. He's looking fairly good, this young man. He's looking quite comfortable, quite confident in what he's doing right now. So this is going to be one heck of an interesting time right here, not having to pick up a lot of speed on that second corner right there, but that's just going to have to suffice for him for now as he goes towards the third corner. The Lewis Hamilton call, I call this, but as we are here right here with the Mercedes, it could be Lewis Hamilton with us right now, but let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out for him, as he is definitely cranking it out there, doing his best to make sure he keeps the line nice and tidy. And the other guys already out on the track, just really getting ready to snatch some real good times out here, as Fluffy goes to the second to last corner, taking the last corner at a really nice high speed. Let's have a look and see how this is going to end up for him, as he takes the provisional pole at a 104. This is going to be one heck of an interesting one right here, as that is one of a blistering time right here, folks. So I'm hoping you guys are ready. Right, so let us get on board here with Leandre, as he is on his quali lap, and let's just have a look and see how this is going to turn out for him, as he looks to be quite neat, having to back off on the high speed corner right there, having a bit of a trouble there most probably with the setup, but it doesn't allow him to get a lot of grip on that front end of the car. Ooh, as you can see, almost running wide there. It's just picking up a lot of speed going down that hill towards the last corner. Oh, of course, getting, Leandre doing a 103 for us. Yes, see, these guys are not out here to play around, but let's just try and see if we can get on. Here we go. We will get on board with Scott, as he had a bit of a shake and bake there towards the last corner, but it looks like he's going to start his... okay, right. I would assume then he's pretty much accepted what he has right there, and he's most probably going to be chilling out and switch on to lean and try for another lap again, ladies and gentlemen. So we're already 5 minutes into this whole entire session, and you're already seeing blistering times out there, which are quite close, interesting enough. But let us have a look and see if we can get on board with the Red Bull of Corsair right here, one of our quick drivers. Looks like he has already invalidated his lap right there, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, on the mini map it's all turned red. But let us try see. Marsh is in the pits there. I wonder if he's just watching these guys out on the track. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes out for him. And yeah, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get crafting. Here we go, here we go, here we go, right as you are on board with Azure, as it goes through. Interesting right there. He might have, unfortunately, went out a little bit wide before, but we'll have to wait and see, as he is still on his shake and bake lap. It looks like, yeah, he did invalidate his lap, so he did back off from this one, and as he goes to the second to last corner. Interesting entry into the pits right there. That is actually quite fast there. Alright, so let us get on board of Spark right here, as Spark just rumbles all the way in the first DRS section right here, going up towards the sharp corner, which is the second. Getting a nice purple sector in sector 1. Sorry there. He picked up a bit of a good speed going into the entry there, keeping the line nice and clean. As we can see there, Martin just joined us in right now, and he's most probably going to be ready to shake and bake. Now we're going to get up to 11 drivers on the track right now. So right now we have Spark just really trying his best to keep the car nice and steady and keeping it nice and smooth throughout the high-speed corners, not having to back off a little bit too much. It wasn't a really fast entry right there, could be a little bit faster, but he's looking quite comfortable with what he has right here. A lot of confidence going through the second to last corner. Let's have a look on this high-speed right-hander on the last corner, looking real good and not going out wide, and scores himself a 4th place. That's real good for him right there. So that's gonna work out well for him. So let us get on board right here with Marsh as he goes through. There we go. He's definitely gonna back off from that one. But let us actually get on board with Corsair right here, as he is currently on his out lap, but he does allow Spark to go right past him. But yeah, let us wait and see how this is going to turn out for these guys right here. That's quite interesting, as we see Corsair totally backing off. Oh, Fluffy going right past Corsair. Blistering lap most probably he's on, and he's definitely maybe going to try push. Let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out for Corsair, as he has 10 minutes to go. Ooh, that is not going to really give him a lot of straight line speed on this start finish, but let us have a look and see how he does throughout the first corner. Ooh, a little bit slow, not getting into that apex quite well there, but I think that should suffice for him. Ooh, still not looking so great for Corsair even now. I feel like he might have lost a little bit of his mojo for this young man right here. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you're all happy to see me online once again, as we are doing some commentary for the RaceFace Racing League right here. So this is going to be one heck of an interesting race, as everybody's familiar with this popular track, which is the Red Bull Ring, as we all know it. But let's have a look and see how this is going to turn out for Corsair, as he most probably will go for another lap. Ooh, Marsh getting himself a 103 right there, taking provisional pole. Ooh, Corsair taking 4th place. Right there. Ooh, that's quite interesting. So the two alphas are doing quite well for themselves, as they are busy cranking it out with the 102s. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be one heck of an interesting one right here. Woo woo! This is gonna be whoa. So right, ladies and gentlemen, we have currently 8 minutes to go of the session, and we're now currently sitting with provisional pole for Azure in first place right there for 102, followed by Marsh right there, super close to him. It's a 102 for him, but 0.8 for Marsh right there. And then we got Kurs chilling out, almost getting himself into the 102s, but just managing to miss out, as he is sitting there in 3rd place with a 103, followed by Scott in with also a 103.3. Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise there for us, as we see that Scott is definitely not up to his old self right there. As you can see right here, it does say slow Scott, so it could definitely mean we do have a slow Scott today. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope we're going to be getting some pretty good cranking times out there. So ooh, that's looking quite spicy right there for Jazz. Interesting right there. As we can see, Jazz is still on his quali lap, and yes, That's looking real good for him, as he looks like he has improved quite well. Let's just put him up into the 103.7 right there for him. So after joining in quite late, he's looking pretty comfortable with what he has, and most probably he'll go out for another spin around again and to try and get himself a little bit higher. So right here, let us just see. Martin doing a 104 right there. I'm sure Martin will be willing to push out for another one right here, as he is on the first ERS zone of the track, as he's still pushing his ERS as much as he can. So this guy is really out there. He's looking out to try get himself a little bit further into the top 10 positions right here, as he currently is on the edge of the first points position. So waiting in to see how he will do on this lap right now. Ooh, Martin looking blistering fast right there in the second sector. He is looking quite comfortable. That second sector might be able to give him a bit of an edge to get himself all the way, most probably to 6th or 5th position right there. Let us have a look and see how this is going to go out as he goes through the start finish. And unfortunately, that was just not good enough for him to get himself all the way up, and he stays in the same position, unfortunately. So he must have messed up somewhere during the race. So this is going to have to be something that needs to be sorted out, ladies and gentlemen, for him. But we'll wait and see how this is going to go out and turn out for these guys today. But we are way into the quali session, as he's here right there. We might actually see Mackie. Oh, there we go. Let us get on board with Mackie right here. Ooh, quite nicely done there. Just really riding the sausage on that right-hander on the first corner of this track, and he's looking quite comfortable with his time there. He might be able to get himself into the top 3 position. Ooh, picked up quite a bit of a lack of speed there, going into the higher gears, just short shifting the car just to make sure it doesn't slip and slide on the exits of that second corner as he heads into the third corner right here, having a bit of a lockup going into the entry, but keeping the car nice and tidy. So it's looking real good for him right there as he takes the left end at a medium speed left-hander, and then as he goes to the next left-hander, which should be the high speed left and right there. He looks fairly comfortable going through those corners, carrying out a lot of speed for him, getting a really good racing line right there, even on the last corner. So he should be looking real good to go all the way up, and he puts himself into 5th position right there. So that's what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we want right there. Ooh, so that is looking fairly okay for Mackie right here as he's chilling out. But let us have a look and see if we're going to see Martin go out for another tryout again, as he is out of the points table right there. The times are quite close between Martin and Spark, as they are 200ths of a second apart. There we go. Definitely we see Martin going out to try and give it another shot right here. Martin wants to get himself straight into the points table, and as we can see, we've got a few other drivers who've went out to try and get themselves a little bit further up the grid. As you can see, the times are quite close between that middle group of racers out there. So these drivers are going to be trying their utmost best to get the best out of the setups right now. So they're most probably taking a bit of a break into the pits, and I see most of them already out on their out laps. So that's going to be looking real great for most of them. But let us get on board right here with Fluffy riding that first corner sausage, looking real fancy there. Fancy work there going into that first corner. But let us hope that will give him enough speed going up to the second corner right there. Carried out a bit of lack of speed getting into the second DRS zone. Let's see how this is going to turn out for him as we go towards the power horse corner, left and right here sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, a bit of a stutter right there. Sure, yeah. The Niki Lauda corner. Oh, that is not looking so great for Fluffy as he invalidates his lap right there. So he's going to most probably try this again as he goes out to try it again, to try push on the last few minutes of the session. Will he be able to make sure that he secures himself a bit of a higher place? Here we go, as you see, he's entered the first corner, Castrol corner, looking fairly good there. Picked up a lot of speed going inside of the corner, going towards the outside, looking quite good there. Nice, really good racing line to second corner right here at Ramos corner. Ooh, very nicely done. I think that is the fastest we've seen somebody go through that corner right there. It looked fairly quick, but as you can see, Joe is already out for another out lap, trying to solidify his points table right there. Ooh, short shifting to lower gears there, going into corner, but we'll just have to wait and see how he does towards the Niki Lauda corner right here, carrying out a lot of speed, looking real good. Fancy work there coming from Fluffy, as he looks fairly comfortable with a lot of speed coming out of Niki Lauda corner of corner 7 and 8 there. So ooh, going out nice and wide there, and ooh, oh, I'm sure he was hoping to get himself in a better position, but unfortunately that did not work out for him right there. So ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one heck of a race. I hope you guys are ready to join in and ready to crack it out there, crack a beer, crack something, just so we can just watch out for how this is going to turn out for these guys right here. The screen's going to go a little bit blank for a bit, but I just want to get something in. Right there. So now we are at the end of our quali session, ladies and gentlemen, as we are currently sitting with first place as followed by Marsh in second place. As we can see, there are still other drivers that might still surprise us. Ooh, Scott's getting the last minute third place right there. Ooh, interesting. Almost breaking into the sub threes there. And then Kurs followed in fourth place, and then followed by Mike in fifth, Corsair in sixth, Leandre in seventh, Fluffy in eighth, Jazz in ninth place, followed by Spark in 10th. Finishing off the starting points table. Then we have Martin right there in 11th place. So hopefully Martin is going to be able to show us some sort of performance today, as he is seems to have had a bit of a struggle initially when he started. So yeah, let us have a look and see how this turns out for him. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our race. Pardon me, not race. That concludes our quali session right there, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to head into the race. I'm hoping you guys are excited. Grab your chips and grab a beer and make sure you join in today. Call everybody else to watch into this. This is going to be one heck of an insane race today, as we are about to crack it out with these guys right here in the Tier 1 Racing League. So I hope you guys are ready for this, because this is going to be one heck of an interesting race today here. So let's us find out. Ooh. Let us find out how this is going to turn out. So you guys let me know, who are you rooting for? I see I had a comment right here saying that somebody's rooting for Martin. Interesting enough. Interesting. That's going to be interesting. Hopefully Martin will be able to perform for us today, but we're just gonna have to wait and see and find out how this goes out for him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys are ready to rumble as we are about to get cranking right out here. Ooh, this is gonna be one heck of a race right here, as these guys right now, they are starting the shake and bake, aka parade lap, which should be quite exciting today as we're rolling it out here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you're ready. Bring out those beers so we can get ready to rumble. So, woo-woo! This is going to be one heck of a time out here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping you guys are ready to rumble. Ooh, a few drivers are bobbing and weaving there, just really getting them tires nice and toasty. But I'm just still waiting for some of you guys to let me know, who do you think will be taking this one today? The times are looking quite tough today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be seeing a lot of close racing today. So, ooh, that's quite interesting. I see what the guys are doing out here. It's quite an interesting one right here, as we see some of the guys have gotten their cars a little bit close to each other there. So I'm just going to put our camera in the person sitting at fifth position, which is Mackie. This usually gives us a really good clear start indication of how things go. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys are ready to rumble as we are about to begin the Austrian Grand Prix right here on the Red Bull Ring. As they get off right here, we got the two Alfa Romeos giving a really good pull away right there. And when you see the Mercedes trying to make a move on the Alfa Romeo, but manages to just take the Ferrari of Scott right there, will Scott be able to make a move back? Looks like Scott has made a bit of a move back onto the Red Bull. Ooh, the Red Bull still right inside of there. Scott having to back off a bit and losing 2 positions on the first stretch of this whole entire race. So, ooh, Scott losing another position again to the McLaren of Mackie. So far, ooh, Mackie just really diving into there. Oh, that's quite interesting. Mackie diving in onto that corner, just taking that Red Bull out. So this is looking real fancy right there, as the Red Bull takes that inside corner, manages to keep Mackie off that position and defending it quite well. So this is looking fairly well for these guys up front. But we see right here as Koos has managed to overtake Marsh, and Marsh most probably made a mistake right there. But ladies and gentlemen, let us just get on board right here with let's get on board with Mackie right here. As we see, he might be a little bit under attack from Scott, but looking at that really neat entry right there from Mackie, showing us how it looks like from the start of his qualification to the start of his race. So far it's looking fairly good. We see Marsh has made a move back on course. It looks fairly good right here. Between these two cars are battling it out right here as they go towards the third corner of this track right here. Ooh, almost messing his entry up there, coming from course. Hopefully he'll be able to get himself right back into it there. But we're going to have to just wait and see how this is going to turn out for him, as he loses a bit of traction going into the high-speed corners. Unfortunately, not looking so good going out of Roche, losing a bit of pace right there. But right now it's going to put him in the grips of Corsair, who's got a really good exit and entry of the last corner going towards the start finish. Ooh, a bit of a gear change problem right there coming from the Red Bull. Hopefully he'll be able to sort it out, but we might be getting a bit of a move coming out from Leandre. Oh, looks like everything is looking fairly okay still. So the racers are quite close to each other, but I have a feeling right here we might be getting another move coming from Koos, and it looks like Marsh is struggling a little bit to settle himself down. He is definitely losing a lot of pace right there, unfortunately. So let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out for these guys right here between Koos and Marsh. This is Alpha versus Mercedes. Will the Mercedes be able to prevail over the Alpha, or will the Alpha be able to defend all the way to the very end? This is looking fairly good for these two guys right here. So right now, a bit of a shake and bake coming out of that corner right there. That is the curve in corner 5. So that did not look so good right there. That most probably messed up Koos, and he's most probably going to have to do a bit of a recovery right there. But right now, we do definitely see the Red Bull, of course, willing to make a move right there, as he was in the DRS zone, getting his car nice and close there. So it's looking fairly good, but unfortunately, right, coming out of that first corner after the start finish, he has lost a lot of pace. Well, not pace, but a bit of ground coming out of that corner, as Koos managed to get a really good entry right there. We just saw that Koos just disturbing Corsair from actually getting his usual fast exits on that second corner. But we're going to have to wait and see how this turns out right here, as Koos loses a bit of the car, getting out of shape there, losing a bit of ground from Marsh, but he still manages to hang on. But right now he's just going to be playing ping pong between the two cars, between Marsh and Corsair. So the pressure is going to be on for Koos to try keep himself nice and focused, to say. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining in right now, this is going to be one heck of an interesting race today that you're going to be seeing, as the times are definitely close. It's just a matter of who's going to make a mistake between these guys right here. So it's all nice and close. These guys are within seconds away. Ooh, as we talk about mistakes right here, will we be seeing a move coming from Corsair? Corsair just managing to stay on the inside, but then Koos just pushing a little bit harder with some ERS, and ooh, Corsair squeezing himself right there in the inside, looking fairly good now. Koos is under the attack of the McLaren of Mackie right there, so this might cost him a little bit. Ooh, Mackie almost... Mackie diving in to take Koos's place right there, giving it a little bit of a lockup. But right now, it looks like Corsair is quite comfortable as Mackie takes the inside line right there. Koos having to back off a little bit. That's not looking so great for Koos. He's lost a lot of shape on the last few corners. Right now, he's under a lot of pressure from the Ferrari of Scott. Scott will be able to make a move if Koos carries on with this whole entire ordeal that he has to deal with. He hasn't shaken himself up together, so this is not looking so great for him. Oh, Scott's making a move on Koos right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott's finishing that move quite easily and comfortably. Looks like Koos cutting that first corner quite hard. Managing to get a penalty, but he's most probably gotten a warning out of that one right there. But Scott's looking fairly good, and we do definitely see Mackie. Oh, also Mackie trying to make a move there on Corsair, as we see right there. Now, this whole entire ordeal has allowed Marsh to push a little bit forward into giving himself a bit of distance between the other guys, so he can be a little bit much more comfortable. Ooh, a lot of locking up going into that third corner right there. So this is not looking so great as they go towards Roche into the fourth corner. They're looking quite close to each other between the McLaren and the Ferrari. So we might be able to see a move coming from Scott right here, as he does manage to keep his racing. Oh, there we go. Our first penalty of the day, which is Azure. That is not looking quite good there. Right here on board with Scott, just giving us a bit of a really clean racing lines, as we can see from this young man. Oh, wow. This is going to be quite devastating for Corsair, as he has the McLaren and the Ferraris chasing him down with the DRS in his favor. Ooh, Scott using that ERS. Will Scott be able to place his car in the correct place. Right. Ooh, a lot of locking up happening for Scott. Unfortunately, missing out and getting some placements right there. But does get the fastest sector on the first sector right there. But this allowed, Mackie getting into that. What happened to Marsh pitted. Backy getting into that second place position right there, as these guys are fighting it out to try and maintain the top 3 position between the Red Bull, McLaren and the Ferrari. This is going to be one heck of an interesting battle right here between these guys right here, and this is going to be one heck of a start finish that's gonna come through right here. So we do have a DRS train following these 3 guys right here. Of course, getting himself nice and close to Scott, but unfortunately he's not close enough currently. So he's going to have to just deal with just settling down for a bit of DRS. Will Kose be able to make a bit of any moves right there? No, unfortunately doesn't. Oh, Martin getting a 3-second penalty. Unfortunately, that is not what we want to see from this guy, as he just managed to get himself into the points position right here. There we go. Scott trying to really go around the outside, but that did not work out, as Kose places his car right in the inside of that corner. Now we're going to have to wait and see how this is going to turn out as they go towards Scholar Gold. Ooh, a bit of a glitches right there. Scotty forced to go out wide again under the braking zone. But Scotty is definitely struggling there's a bit of lag happening. Scott struggling to really keep himself in place. But you're going to have to keep seeing more attacks coming from Scott. But let us actually try. Oh, Scott is definitely disconnecting. That's why we're getting a bit of lag spikes coming from him. Ooh, Gus going quite deep into those corners, hitting those apexes, riding onto the sausage. This might spell a bit of disaster for him. He might get a penalty. But let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out for him right up. But let's try get on board with Scott again. Will he be? As I've said, Gus now gets a penalty. Scott making a move on Kose. Kose not being able to defend. Scott will be able to take that inside line right there as they go wheel to wheel. Kose says no. He wants to stay right there now as the guys manages to go down the second DRS line right here. This is still looking real tight between the 2 guys. Ooh, a bit of a bumper caught there as we see. Whoa! Corsair spinning out Scott. Unfortunately, Scott having to suffer from trying to make a move right there, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to have to wait and see how this is going to turn out, as Corsair freely walks away without any penalties. This just does definitely allow Kose getting a 3-second penalty for track limits right there. So this does definitely allow for these guys right here. So right now, Kose is actually under attack from Leandre. Leandre in the Williams attacking the Mercedes, of course, but Kose goes out super wide on the first corner, thus allowing Leandre to get a bit of speed on the first DRS zone, and Leandre making sure he places his car quite well into the corner. Unfortunately, didn't manage to line himself up into that inside corner. He should have been able to get in there, but unfortunately doesn't manage to get himself into it. So he's gonna have to try again, as he tries to take a sneak peek to see if it'll just trigger Kose to making any sudden moves. But then there we go, Leandre taking a really good gamble. Ooh, a bit of wheel-to-wheel action happening right there between the 2 guys as they get really close to each other throughout the corners right here. As you can see, Leandre definitely does have that upper edge when it comes to going through the corners, and it looks like Kose is definitely struggling to keep himself intact, and we see Scott has definitely disconnected from the session. Fluffy going out with the hard compound tires. This should give him a bit of an edge to get right up there with the guys. But right here and right now we got Jazz, who's currently just behind Leandre. So we're seeing a lot of guys going into the pits for now. So this has been one heck of an interesting race, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this, because this is going to be one interesting race, as we've got the two Oaks right here, medium versus hard compound tires right there, as we did have a early pit coming from Marsh going out of mediums. chances are it's going to go back out again with the soft compound tires. So we have Martin trying to launch an attack right here behind Marsh, but Marsh managing to keep his pace quite steady and consistent to keep Martin away. But this, as you can see, Martin is losing a bit of ground on Marsh on every corner that he takes. Oh, that is not looking so great for Martin. Martin, you gotta really push, young man. Ooh, that's Scott right there. It doesn't look so great for Scott. It looks like Scott has retired from the session so far. Hopefully he has not retired, but we're gonna have to wait and see how that goes out for him. Oh, we got a Joe. Ooh, we got a Joe right there with a 3-second penalty right next to his teammates. Marsh. Joe just came out of the pits. Those medium compound tires will not be as toasty as Marsh's one. Ooh, Fluffy getting a 3-second penalty. Whoa, these guys are now starting to pick up penalties like jelly tots right now. So let us have a look and see how this turns out between these guys. Ooh, a lot of locking up coming from Marsh right there, as he allows Joe to stay up in front because of that lockout. If he had a better entry and going on towards the exit, he would have been okay, but he did go into a bit of a lockout there, and unfortunately losing a bit of ground going through the corner, as we now currently have a chase coming from Alright, so the battle continues with these guys up front here in first and second place, Mackie and Kose. Mackie and Kose have been at it for a while right now. It's unfortunate a few people got it roughened out during this whole entire thing. But let us... Whoa. Mackie glitching out there a bit, and we don't know what's happening right there. But let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out between these two guys right here. Ooh, Kose going for that lunge. Quite rough coming from Kose. Butting Mackie right there on the side of his car. But then it looks like they... Ooh, Kose closing up that corner quite easily. Allowing himself to stay up front. But this is going to just... let Mackie get that DRS on the start finish. So let us have a look and let's get on board with Mackie and have a look and see how this is gonna work out for between these two guys. They've done 12 laps on their soft compound tires. So here we go right now. Corsair has definitely used up a little bit of his ERS on that start finish straight, as they now go towards the second DRS zone, going up to the Ramos corner, as you see Corsair defending that inside line, hoping that Mackie will not push himself. Ooh, Martin getting another 3-second penalty right there. That is not looking good for this young man, as he has a lot of potential, but he keeps getting those penalties. Ooh, Corsair really trying to keep... Ooh, a bit of a bump coming from Corsair there, losing his back end of the car and almost taking out Mackie. But Corsair lets Mackie go past, as which would be unfair if he had not done that. So a lot of sportsmanship coming from Corsair right there. So we are looking fairly good between these guys right here, as you see right here, as they headed out towards their 14th lap, which has been completed right here. Now the track has started to have a bit of a drizzle, so this is going to be quite a detrimental time right here, as we see the guys super close to each other. But also, ooh, Marsh making a move on Jazz right there. Looks like these guys have been Marsh and Azure have been really pushing as hard as they can to move up the field right there. So it's looking fairly good for these guys, as they are pushing through the field, and it's about to rain, ladies and gentlemen. So the question is, who's going to be the first one to go out to get some of those wet compound tires, either intermediates or wet? Unfortunately, Fluffy is going to be losing out on some speed right here, as he is on the hard compound tires, which will not push him all the way to the end. because the track has started receiving a bit of a drizzle right there and there. So let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out again between Mackie and Corsair as they're trying to hold out of their soft compound tires. Will they be able to make up enough time to stay away from the attack of Azure and Marsh? While these guys are working as a team, Azure is pulling Marsh along with them on the straights. It looks like Corsair is struggling with a bit of pace a bit there on the first corner. Ooh, we got a bit of a weird move happening between the two guys right here. Corsair really defending really hard. Ooh, we're getting Azure getting into the mix right there, getting nice and close. Now we got Azure side by side with Mackie, but right now it's just gonna. Ooh, Azure getting into that inside line right there. Azure taking that position with ease as he does the same move that Corsair likes to do. Corsair having to back out of that inside line and having to stay out. Now this is just a matter of will Marsh be able to complete the moves the way his partner did between the two guys. So let us have a look and see how this chase goes along between them, and let us get on board with Marsh, who's forever getting a little bit closer and closer to Mackie. These guys have done 15 laps on those soft compound tires, so now they've lost a lot of speed because unfortunately now they have not managed to ooh, yeah, we got a move there. Mackie taking that inside line, but Corsair having to try. Ooh, there we go. Now will Marsh be able to complete this move as he now going three-way up to the first corner, side by side. We got Marsh having to stick on the outside, managing to complete the move on Corsair, but right now it's just a matter of taking a move on Mackie, but Mackie managing to stay close by. Will Marsh be able to defend this? Ooh, a bit of a lockup going into the corner right there. Now Marsh should be able to pull away quite easily and freely for himself. But right now we see Kurs is under the attack of Jazz having a bit of a mistake there. We looked at the intervals and it looks like he might have had a bit of a shake and bake moment as his tires are 16 laps old right there. So ladies and gentlemen, these guys are just pushing these soft compound tires all the way to the very end to try and ooh, here we go. Now the question is, who's willing to take the intermediates? I have a feeling the guys are going to go inters, and here we go. The inters are on. It's just a matter of who's going to really get a really good time out of them right there. Right now, as you see, we have the two Alfa Romeos just sitting up front quite comfortably with their medium compound tires. Ooh, a bit of a shake and bake coming from Marsh there. Telltale signs to say the tires might be in need of a bit of a changeover, but I think these guys are going to try to push these medium compound tires a little bit longer. As you can see there, Marsh has managed to only do 10 laps with his tires, so he'll be losing a bit of grip, but the tires should still have a lot of meat to carry on for another at least 7 to 8 laps. But let us have a look and see if he's Azure not pitting on this lap. So Azure is trying to really push those medium compound tires all the way into the rainy session part of the race right here. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been one heck of a race. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this because this is gonna be like this all entire way till the very end. Right here, right now, we still see the battle continue between Corsair and Mackie as they try to push each other out there. This is looking fairly comfortable for Corsair as he looks to have a bit of more pace than Mackie, but Mackie is looking fairly comfortable with these pullaways, so this should be an ongoing battle between these two guys right here. So we might be seeing a bit of context once again as they dice it out between each other. So ladies and gentlemen, as we are headed towards as we are already on the halfway mark of this race, we are in first place. Azure destroying it out there. With his 3-second penalty, which he still needs to. Oh well, he's already managed to push away from his teammates. Ooh, get a bit of a shake and bake right there. So I feel like the track is still not waiting up for these intermediate tires right now. But we got Azure in first place, and then followed by Marsh in second place. Then we have Koos in third place, still hanging on for dear life to try and keep himself away from the guys coming from behind. And then we got Leandre in fourth place. Leandre has been doing a lot of improvements lately, so a lot of less DNFs. Ooh, that's a lot of locking up coming from Corsair. Looks like Mac is nice and comfortable with this wet weather conditions as he smoothly glides into the corners. But unfortunately, we got Martin just really getting closer and closer. Leandre just getting another 3-second penalty right there. Hopefully that'll teach him a bit of a lesson there. That's his first 3-second penalty. I hope he keeps away from getting those penalties for now. But we've got Spark in fifth place, rocking it out there. Spark trying to get closer and closer to Leandre as the times are not getting close enough for him to get himself into a bit of a position to attack. Ooh, we got Leandre going into the pits as he most probably is. Ooh, he's done 20 laps on those soft dump gun tires. Leandre going out to a set of mediums when it's supposed to be a time for intermediates. So this is going to be an interesting strategy, ladies and gentlemen. What if it paused? But for now, we're just going to have to wait and see how this is going to turn out, because right now, Fluffy's strategy might work out for him if it's still definitely between intermediates and the normal slicks for the race. Ooh, we got Jazz going out for intermediates, and we have Martin also going out for intermediates. But they are not looking so great right now, as we see Corsair having to lock up his brakes every time he approaches the corners. Ooh, we still have Marsh. Let's see if Marsh is going to go out for inters right there. Marsh going out for intermediates. Oh, Koos also going out for intermediates. Ooh, this might be a bit of a bad thing for Leandre, as he is currently sitting with the medium compound tires he just came out with. So, he might regret. Of course, Leandre might regret going out for those mediums, but we're going to have to wait and see and find out how that goes out for him. As Koos comes out of the pit, he comes out right behind. Ooh, Fluffy getting a 3-second penalty. But he comes out right behind Mackie. So now Koos is going to have to fight for his position. Ooh, Koos shaking and baking coming out of the second corner right there. So now Koos is going to have to just try and fight his third position from Mackie. Will Koos be able to get those tires up to temperature almost immediately to start giving a bit of a fight between Koos and hopefully Corsair does not take his position, as Koos has pushed hard enough to really try his best to get himself to the position where he is right now. So it looks like Corsair is definitely still struggling quite a lot. Ooh, we got the race leader going in for some enters also. Corsair seems to be struggling a lot with these tires, but we do definitely have now Spock right behind Leandre. Leandre losing a lot of positioning because of those medium compound tires. Leandre is going to have to just chop in and go in for some intermediate tires, unfortunately. So that was such a bad move coming from Leandre right there. He should have followed what the other guys were doing, but ooh, we got a nice little move coming out here between the Red Bull and the Mercedes, right? Ooh, a bit of contact coming from the two guys right there, as Corsair just really, barely manages to keep away from Koos. Koos having to get a bit of a bump onto his front wing. Corsair locking up going into the corner, but right there now we're going to have a look and see if Koos is going to be able to make to get himself back into positioning to have an attack on Koos. but right now the only thing that stands between him and Koos is this rain right now. So let us have a wait and see how this is going to turn out between these guys right here. As you can see, Corsair is trying his utmost best to stay away from Koos, but Koos gets nice and close all the time throughout the corners. Looks like Corsair is definitely not in favor of this rain right now. So this is going to be a bit of a dreadful moment for Corsair, as he is struggling throughout the corners right here. So looking all spicy there for a bit, but yeah, this has been one heck of a race here, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just joined in, it's so unfortunate that Leandre took the wrong pit strategy. You could have had a really easy peasy points position, but right now he's just stuck with having to just keep pushing from behind. So hopefully he'll be able to manage those tires and get himself into 8th position. Slowly but surely, Corsair is losing positioning. Ooh, Corsair getting another penalty right there. So that is definitely working against Corsair, as he is under the attack of Koos, and Koos is going to be able to take this position quite well. Oh, Fluffy has left the session. Most probably Fluffy is having a bit of a connection issue right there, but for now we see Koos just really trying to do his best to stay right up there, closer and closer to Corsair. Corsair messing up his entry going into the first corner, the Red Bull corner, but Fluffy's joining us back in again. Koos is definitely getting closer and closer to Corsair as he gets that nice toe in the first DRS zone. Unfortunately right now we will not be having any DRS during rainy conditions, but we are looking fairly good right here for Koos as he's getting closer and closer to Corsair. Corsair seemingly has lost a lot of pace as soon as he got onto those. Ooh, there we go again. As you see, Azure getting another 3-second penalty. This is gonna get him. This is gonna get Marsh closer and closer to that podium finish right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, Corsair is trying to hang on for dear life to that 4th position. As we can see, Mercedes is relentlessly getting closer and closer to that Red Bull up front. So Koos is trying his utmost best to get closer and closer, but it looks like Corsair is pushing himself a little bit harder than usual right now. Oh, Koos getting a 3-second penalty, matching up to Corsair. Corsair seems to have disconnected for a little moment there, but it does definitely come back. Oh, there we go. Now Corsair giving away the biscuits to Koos. Koos getting himself real close and personal to Corsair. This should give Koos a bit of an edge right now, as Corsair has made a bit of a mistake on that second corner. So this is looking fairly comfortable and good for Koos. Will Koos be able to get some motivation from what has happened from Corsair? Well, we see a bit of a Marsh has spinned out, unfortunately losing 3 position. Oh, looks like Marsh has got a bit of wing damage there, so Marsh is going to have to go straight into the pits. That is not what we want to see from one of our race leaders. But right now, let's put Corsair into the top 3 position. Now it's just a matter of Koos and Corsair fighting it out to get into the points, into the podium finish. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to wait and see how this goes out for these guys. As right now, Koos should be a little bit motivated now that he's going to be getting that the pole, a bit of a, probably not a pole position, but he's going to be able to get onto the podium position right there. As Koos gets nice and close to Corsair, will Koos be able to stay nice and close on Corsair? Ooh, we see that Mackie might be struggling a little bit there, but it looks like now Corsair has woken up a little bit and is now back in form. He's keeping to that racing line. Doesn't look like he's braking. Ooh, let us actually get on board with Corsair and see if he is actually locking up as he usually did, but definitely Gua's just getting closer and closer all the time as we go through the straights. Oh, here we go. As you see, Gua's getting nice and close right now. Will Gus be able to make a move right here on the start-finish straight? Will we see Corsair try to defend his place right here? Will he risk it? Will he risk it? No, does not risk it right there. Having to go under a lot of heavy braking. Ooh, Gus almost losing a bit of his back end right there, but staying nice intact right there. As you can see, both drivers are utilizing the ERS to try and stay away from each other, well, stay close to each other, to the next guy, or stay away from the other guy. So this is looking fairly competitive. Well, fairly, I must say, quite competitive, and we're seeing a bit of action right here as you see Corsair taking that inside line right there. And Corsair just really trying to keep the car nice and tidy. But it's quite an interesting tactic right there, taking that inside line all the time. He's been doing that throughout the dry times, and now he's also doing it throughout the soft, well, not soft, but throughout the rainy times. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, it might be the time to go out for some wet compound tires right now. So hopefully some of these guys will make a switch to the hard compound tires. Let's have a look and see how this is going to turn out. We still see Marsh going out with inters. Marsh might have to go back again and go out for some wets, but there's only 7 laps to go. Will Koos be able to complete a move? Oh, Koos cutting that first inside corner quite hard there. Koos losing a lot of potential speed for himself, so it's not looking really great for him. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys are watching this, because this is going to unfold to become something rather interesting between these two guys. Ooh, we are seeing Leandre getting nice and close to Martin. Martin really trying to drive as hard as he can to keep Leandre away, but it looks like Leandre is on a relentless attack, and he is definitely closer and closer to Martin. So we're gonna have to wait and see how this is gonna turn out between these guys right here, as they are about to really give us another battle that has been happening between Koos and Corsair right there. Ooh, we see Corsair going into the pits. Okay, so that's going to be one of a hell of an interesting one right there, as Corsair lets go of his tires to go into the pits. Oh, goes out for full weight. As I've said, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the time to go for those weights right now. But will Martin be able to come out of the pit before? Oh, that's unfortunate. But right now, Spark has managed to snatch himself at 4th position right there as he pulls away. But now Corsair is going to be under attack from Jazz. Hopefully Koos will be able to keep his car in good shape to avoid having any more incidences to lose his position. And right now we got Leandre right behind Martin. Martin really keeping Leandre busy right here at the back. It looks like the guys might be going in. Oopsie. We see Fluffy and Marsh duking it out here at the back. And it's been one heck of an interesting one, most probably here at the back. Ooh, here we go. We see the move happening between the Williams and the Reynolds. What? Martin managing to keep his position on the outside, and Leandre having to stay out. Ooh, Martin backing out of the high-speed corner. He had that inside line. He could have carried on with the racing line, but having to back off is quite interesting. Why in the world he had done that? We are hoping he didn't do that out of a bit of an issue with his car. It looks like the guys are definitely going out for some full weights. So okay, this is going to be one heck of an interesting race. As you see, we still have Mackie out there doing 12 laps on his intermediates. As it is currently the way that says, we have to go out for some wet compound tires. So will Mackie make a move, or will he just choose to stay right behind Azure and hope for that Azure actually goes out for some those medium compound tires those intermediate starting to look a little bit wrong out there, as you see Martin struggling to keep himself in check with those tires. So the inters are seeming to become more and more of a problem, as they are the softer compound right now. It looks like Kosei is benefiting from these tires so far. As you can see, he's getting closer and closer to Spark. Spark just staying out on the track. If I was Spark, I would just go out for some full wets. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is definitely time to go out for those full wets. Let us have a look and see how this is going to turn out for them. As they right. Hey, we got Fluffy and Leandre right here, dicing it out. There we go. We're seeing Fluffy making a move right there, trying to unlap himself. Oh, there we go. As you're going into the pit for a set of full wets. That's not going to be looking so great for some of these drivers as they try to carry on with those intermediates right there. So Marsh staying out with those inters. He's going to try his luck to keep some positionings as he goes out of those inters. But right there, we are looking at Azure in his first place, as he has had a long time to go into the pits to relax. It's raining this. Oh, gee whiz, Dean. Yeah, it is definitely raining hard. This side, what do you mean? Where are you at, Dean? Where are you at? Where is it raining? But for now, it's been one heck of an interesting race right here. Strategies and calls had to be made, and we're seeing people still staying out there with those inters, which they are definitely the slower compound tires, as we can see. But a lot of lockup coming from Mackie there. Mackie, if I were you, I'd actually just go out of those inters and just go straight into the full weight, as there are 3 laps to go. Or are we just gonna play the hang in there game? This is not looking so great for these guys who are on the inters, as they will be definitely super slow on those tires for now, especially for Koos, who's already done 10 laps on those inters. We are seeing Corsair catching up easily to Koos right there, as you look at these Corsair's interval getting closer and closer to Koos. As you can see right here, Mackie trying his utmost best to stay out for a little bit longer. He's got 2 more laps to do, so he's going to try to stay out for a little bit longer with those intermediates, as he's now about to lose his positioning from Koos. Koos now coming in from 3rd position. Will Koos be able to get into that 2nd position place for himself, as we see Mackie suffering from that long stints that he's been pushing. Why is Koos burning those intermediates right there? He could have just easily just feathered it out, but then now Koos has lost a lot of time. And let's have a look and see how this is going to turn out. Mackie going out wide there on the Mackie going out wide on the gold corner. We're just going to have to see how this goes down. Roche. The fast left end, the medium speed left end, and right now we've got Koos right on top of Mackie, but we have Corsair on those weight compound tires, just really waiting to see what's going to happen between these 2 guys. Will Koos be able to make a move on Mackie, or this is going to look real good for Mackie right now, as he is Corsair getting a 3-second penalty, trying to go from the inside, and he manages to complete a move right there. It's now Corsair sits in 3rd position. This is looking fairly well for Corsair. Corsair is on the wet compound tires, giving him that extra edge. We can't see as much right now, as you see Mackie also struggling for some grip all the time throughout the corners, as it right now, ladies and gentlemen, those wet compound tires seem to be around about 3 to 2 seconds faster per lap. So this will be an unfortunate happening for some of these guys. Ooh, Koos and Mackie trying to dice it out to stay onto those intermediates all the way to the end. But ooh, Koos going out super wide. As you see, Mackie struggling as he is shaking and baking and struggling for that traction. What are we seeing there? We are seeing Koos just, ooh, Mackie spinning out with those intermediate tires as he's now, ooh. Looks like Mackie has a flat tire, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, that is one heck of an interesting run right here. As you see that Mackie is doing his utmost best to finish the race. He's only got a few more hundreds meters to go. Oh, that's strange. Mackie finishing the race in the pits. Well, it's not the end yet, ladies and gentlemen. But Mackie having to go out and change his tires, unfortunately. But right now we are looking at Koos, who is trying to stay out there with his intermediates right there. Kose managing to get that second place fairly easily from Koos. Koos and Kose have been fighting it out there. So it would have been a wise thing for Koos to go out for those wet compound tires. He would have still had a bit of a chance to get himself into. Ooh, Koos getting a 3-second penalty again. That will not be looking real great for him. But so far it looks like we see a lot of guys who've pushed those intermediate tires to the very end to try and keep positioning. Right now we are looking at Azure in pole position. Well done to him, managing to get that pole position and getting himself into a good place to stay away from these guys from attacking. And then we got Kose in second position. Well done to this young man who's tried his utmost best to defend as much as he could. And then we got Koos in third place, who's hung on to those intermediates for a really long time. And then we got Spark in fourth place right there, with the intermediates also doing 14 laps on those intermediates, looking fairly good. And then we got Leandre in fifth place. That's looked quite well for him. He's tried his utmost best and he's managed to Spark getting man of the driver of the day there. That is what we want to see, rookie drivers getting that positioning. Yeah, this has been one heck of an interesting race there, ladies and gentlemen. As we can see right here, Leandre has got in that fifth place for himself, and then followed by Jazz in sixth place. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, the times were super tight. So it has been one heck of a race right here. Marsh getting himself into the seventh place, and then now we got Mackie in 8th place, and unfortunately if he did not have a bit of a wiggle right there, he would have managed to get himself into a good position of third place, but unfortunately he had a puncture and had to back off. So now Martin is in 9th position right there. Martin getting a bit of points for himself, which is looking real good. And then Fluffy in 10th position, finishing off the points table. And then unfortunately for Scott, not being able to finish the race right there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys have really enjoyed the race tonight. As you can see right there, those are the points table as you see them, and they aren't edited right here right now, but next time you tune in, you'll get to see the points table being updated. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is definitely it for us for today for the RaceFace Tier 1 Racing League. These guys raced their hearts out today and they done the utmost best to get up there. So they looked fairly good, fairly reasonable, but a lot of action that we saw today, and hopefully we might get a few snippets for tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow, for for next week's race. So hopefully I can get ourselves a bit of a few highlights, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes out for us. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hope you have enjoyed the race today, because it's been one heck of an interesting race, an exhilarating race. For those who've missed out today, it's so unfortunate, but wow, what a race. Without a doubt, these guys raced their hearts out, and we definitely enjoyed that. A lot of close side-by-side racing, and I definitely enjoyed that. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, from me here, Reggie, good night for me, and hope to see you again the following week that's coming up. So I hope you guys are ready to rumble next week. We'll be rocking it out on the track again, same time, same place, no disappointment on action. So yeah, everybody, enjoy the day and enjoy the next coming race from our real Formula 1 races out there at Baku this Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and good night.